Hi, I'm Natalie Woods, and this is your UFX Markets Week in Review. Today, we will cover some of the major events of the past week and discuss how they impact the global currency markets. European finance ministers met last Friday, followed by a meeting of ministers from all 27 European Union countries on Saturday. Euro area and EU leaders meet today, and another Euro summit is to be held on October 26, which is the deadline to finalize a plan for the Euro bailout fund. The fund is expected to lay out measures to decrease Greece's debt without sparking a default in order to protect banks from the fallout and to ensure that Italy and Spain are not influenced by contagion from the debt crisis. France and Germany have had differences on how to broaden the power of Europe's bailout fund, with France recommending that the fund should receive a banking license allowing it to borrow from the European Central Bank. Chancellor Angela Merkel of Germany has stated that the resolution of Europe's crisis will only occur if European countries cut their debt and live within their means, citing Italy as an example of extravagant government spending. Although President Barack Obama stated that the European leaders should lay aside their differences to resolve the debt crisis, Merkel also pointed to the U.S. government for failing to adequately manage its own debt. The euro increased 0.83% against the U.S. dollar last Friday and was last seen trading at the 1.3893 level. The British pound rose to a 6-week high versus the U.S. dollar as Britain's budget deficit narrowed more than forecasted during September. The pound advanced 1.07% against the U.S. dollar to the 1.5958 level last Friday. The Canadian dollar finished the week at 1.0061. The Canadian dollar versus the American dollar, and the Bank of Canada will keep its overnight lending rate at 1%. The U.S. dollar declined last week against the Japanese yen to a post-World War II low on rumors of monetary easing by the Federal Reserve. There is also increased concern about efforts by the Japanese government to reduce advances in its currencies. The dollar fell to 76.26 against the yen on Friday after dropping last week to the post-World War II low of 75.82 yen. This marked the biggest weekly decline in the U.S. dollar since August 12th. The Japanese yen was the best performer last week, rising 0.9%, while the euro dropped 0.3%. In commodities, fuel demand in the U.S. increased 2.5% in September as manufacturing growth led to increased fuel consumption. Last week, the price of crude oil increased for the first time in 3 days on speculation that European leaders will make a deal to contain the region's debt crisis. Crude oil was last seen trading at 87.40, which is an increase of 1.55%. Well, that's all the time we have for today. I hope you've enjoyed this week's review and you'll join us next week. Until then, be sure to visit us at ufxmarkets.com for all your online trading needs. For UFX Markets, I'm Natalie Woods. Good luck and happy trading.